Hello again and welcome back to day 18 of Vlogtober 2021, and it's about 4 and today has been a totally disrupted day, namely because after yesterday's exercise on St. Catherine's Hill I got home and I was so tired, and I think I used up a lot more energy than I thought I did, and I was so hungry. I had 2 handfuls of cashew nuts. I was a bit naughty because Mr. G bought a hot dog and left it in the fridge, and I had a couple of bites of that. But unfortunately when it came to dinner I only had the sea bass and the pak choy, which I showed you in yesterday's video. And with the post-exercise energy being used up, by the time I got into bed I was so hungry. Although I found it easy enough to fall asleep, I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning and I just couldn't go back to sleep again, and I was so frustrated with myself. And I did have about half a teaspoon of coconut oil, but because I knew I was hungry before I went to bed, I had a half a teaspoon of coconut oil as well, and the two of them mixed together just really gave me an uncomfortable stomach for the rest of that time, and I was really hungry when I woke up. So in the end I was so frustrated, I got up I think just before 6 o'clock in the morning, because I thought, you know what, there's no point lying here, and a cheese and toast was calling me. So luckily we had some sourdough bread left over from the day before, or from Saturday I think, when Mr. G made the poached egg on toast and avocado on toast. So there was a bit of bread left from that. So I just sliced it up, put cheese on it, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce under the grill, and I was so happy. And I really needed it, because I just think all the energy that I used up on the exercise is just making me crave sugar. I guess my mistake with what I did yesterday was not having any more than the fish and vegetables, which really wasn't enough to sustain me, considering how much exercise and how much energy I used up running up and down on the hill yesterday. And talking about running up and down on the hill yesterday, I am so glad that I did go out yesterday, because it has been raining a lot today. But then I did know that, and that's why when the sun came out yesterday, off I went. And I definitely made the right decision. So after I had my cheese on toast and red bush tea, because I wanted to make sure that I didn't have a coffee too early in the morning, because otherwise with the way I was feeling I didn't want the coffee to make me feel even more jittery. So I ended up having the red bush tea, and by about 8 o'clock I think I went to lie down on the sofa and put on one of the episodes of Married at First Sight UK, and I know that I was asleep for less than an hour because of the timing when the program started, and it hadn't even finished when I woke up. And in all honesty I know that it wasn't very long, because my Fitbit didn't even register that I'd been asleep, whereas there's been times when I have gone for a lie down when I've been tired and previously, and if I'd been asleep for about an hour or an hour and a half, the Fitbit would register that I had been asleep or having a nap. So I know I wasn't asleep that long. So in total I think I've had about 4.5 hours of sleep, and I don't know how I'm doing it. But I'm still awake and I haven't felt sleepy since this morning. So maybe that's us aging and getting used to disturbed sleep. I hope not, because I do like my sleep. And if you're anything like me, disturbed sleep will just, one, make you brain foggy. When I was having very little sleep many years ago, I was a lot more depressed. So that's why I've been trying to be on top of things today. And after the cheese or toast at 6 o'clock, when I woke up, I think after 9 o'clock, but it took a bit of coming around to, so I had the coffee about 10, and I also had a scrambled egg with my coffee, because I know that I have to keep on top of stopping myself from going into the cravings, into the carb cravings. So I've been really good in terms of my diet today. So for lunch I had the leftover sea bass, and I had that I think about 1:30. And because at the time I was feeling a bit cold, I don't know whether it was the cold flush before the hot flush, but I was feeling a bit cold, so instead of having the sea bass with a salad, I ended up having it in a chicken noodle soup base and added the pak choy left over from last night, and that was really nice. I feel okay with that now, although now that it's 4 o'clock, I think I need to have a handful of cashew nuts just to keep me going. Today I can definitely feel the effects of yesterday's exercise, and I guess I was so enthusiastic and I was feeling so good that I didn't realize how much effort I was putting in, because today I can feel my ankles and my lower calves, the tendons and the muscles, quite achy. And although it's not nice to be achy or to have a bit of pain, I know now that I have a way of exercising my ankles. And on that note, I am going to go and edit this video, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you for tomorrow's video.